Hello and welcome back to the program. Well, as promised before the break, we're now joined by Pensacola Sports. Ray Palmer from Pensacola Sports is joining us this morning. Ray, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thanks for having me, Cam. Love being here.
Absolutely. You guys do great work in the community. You do a lot of great events for all different aspects of sports and sports tourism. So it's great to have you guys on a couple times a year and talk about what you have going on. So first, Pensacola Sports, I just mentioned the sports tourism, but tell us a little bit about what your group does, what the mission of Pensacola Sports is for our area.
Well, Cam, Pensacola Sports is, we've been around 65 plus years as a local not-for-profit with a mission really to just improve the quality of life for our citizens through the power of sport. And sports, as we all know, can be a very powerful tool. And so that's how Pensacola Sports sees our mission, is to improve the quality of life, both physical fitness, just entertainment, economically through our efforts for sports with our sports tourism component. But we try and put on events that impact, and people can in the community can enjoy, participate in, watch, whatever it may be. Basically, the clearinghouse of virtually all things sports in some capacity is kind of our role in the community.
Yeah, if you go on your website and look at the events that you guys host, it really does run the gamut of everything from 5Ks and other runs to high school sports to what you guys have coming up towards the end of February, an awards banquet where you celebrate a lot of those types of accomplishments in the community with various different sports. So tell us a little bit about the awards banquet for this year, what's on tap and what you guys will be celebrating.
Well, the Cox Annual Awards Banquet, again, it is the longest single running event of the organization, and it has basically been hosted every single year of the organization's existence. So it's 65, 7, 8, 9 years old, depending on who's counting and what the numbers are and how good or how bad our history books are. They're not always exactly perfect. We do know when we were founded, but we go back, to 1955 for sure, of showing the banquet having happen. And this year, we're really excited about our guest speaker. One is the commissioner of the Sun Belt Conference, and the Sun Belt Conference is led by a gentleman by the name of Keith Gill. And Keith is making an impact with his decisions by bringing the Sun Belt Conference basketball championships to Pensacola. And he's really making a difference because he has basically leading the conference in efforts to do neutral site championships, which has opened up the opportunity for us in communities like ours. Foley, Alabama hosts their volleyball and their soccer championships. We host their basketball championship, but neither of us have Sun Belt Conference schools, but we have them close in Troy, South Alabama. Now they've expanded to Southern Miss, but they also go all the way to Marshall up in West Virginia as they expand their footprint. And Commissioner Gill is a former Duke University football player. He's a hot commodity in the athletics department, or athletics director and conference director world. And he's going to come tell us a little bit about what the growth of the Sun Belt Conference has looked at as that second tier big time conferences. And Sun Belt Conference, as we know from the football season previously, is a hot commodity.
Yeah. So if people want tickets to this event, which is on February 22nd, how can they go about getting the tickets?
PensacolaSports.org is the easiest way.
Okay.
Tickets are approximately $75. I believe they're $75 for a single. I'm sorry, they're $60 for a single ticket, and you can buy a table that's a sponsor, gives you a little preferred seating and some other little fun amenities. So it's going to be a great night. We recognize people, not just in sports, but historically, things like the Studers are an easy example, and Greg Harris, but we also recognize high school championships and University of West Florida and Pensacola State All-Americans and
Yeah.
national championships. It really covers the gamut, consistent with what Pensacola. We have a young trampoline star this year that we found that we're really excited about. We've done water ski and equestrian and just about you name it.
Just about anything, right? So
Yeah,
I got
absolutely. Which is really what makes it fun, because we learn so much about people we didn't know in Pensacola and the talents. But of course, we've also done Derek Brooks and Emmett Smith and some names everybody recognizes.
everybody knows, yeah. Well, Ray, we got about 30 seconds left. And you already mentioned the Sun Belt basketball tournament, and that's going to be February 28th through March 6th. So people can definitely find more information about that on your website and also on the Sun Belt. But I want to jump ahead real quick to the Bayou Hills Run, since that's something you guys are putting on here pretty soon. Give us a quick overview of the Bayou Hills Run.
Bayou Hills Run is the 10K in around the Corda East Hill neighborhood. Tremendous course, very challenging, very historical run, and we've moved it back to spring where it belongs.
Perfect. People sign up through your website?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ray, thank you so much for coming on and telling us about it. We're going to have you guys on again this year because y'all have so much going on throughout the year. We can't fit it all into 6 minutes, but I appreciate your time today. And thanks for joining us.
Yeah, that's what you get for getting a guy who talks too much. Thanks, Cam.
Hey, you got a lot to talk about, right? That's great. Stay with us when we come back. We're going to be joined by Raleigh, Pensacola.